And this morning we're introducing you to a local landmark. It's one that you might have passed by countless times without even knowing it's there.
Yeah, it's called the Julia Boyer Reinstein Center, and it sits right across the parking lot from the Buffalo History Museum. And as we find out in this week's Unknown Story, even if you've seen it, you may not realize the secrets it holds. Every day, more than 20,000 vehicles pass by, most oblivious to the grand manor that sits behind the brush.
It's very hard for people to imagine what this landscape looked like when Leonard Adams purchased the property.
Today it's known as the Julia Boyer Reinstein Center and serves as office space and storage for the Buffalo History Museum. But when it was built in 1920 for musician Leonard Adams, this place was a sight to behold.
This was right on the Scajaquada Creek, not expressway. So it was a beautiful waterfront property.
That's right. That was long before the Scajaquada Expressway was built. In fact, Elmwood Avenue ran behind this property, between it and the History Museum. And the creek, well, it was a pretty significant waterway then. And Mr. Adams' estate sat right on the bend. This majestic window provided spectacular views right down the waterway. As for the house, Mr. Adams used it as a residence, but also a performance studio and music school.
He had it set up so there was like performing areas where parents could come and kind of look over and see, I would imagine, the students doing their different performances. And there was a piano in the main area. So music and performance was a main part and main function of the space, but then he also had his, kind of private life there as well.
And surrounding the house, evidence of grandeur, old ironwork, what's left of a courtyard, and what once were elaborate gardens. And oh yes, this curiosity, which coincidentally my wife and I stumbled across on Mother's Day. What about the tombstone in the woods?
The tombstone in the woods is not, there's no grave there.
Research librarian Cynthia Van Ness tells me that Leonard's mother, Sophia, died in 1918, was buried at Concordia Cemetery, and then moved to Forest Lawn in 1967. This stone is likely a cenotaph or a monument to someone buried elsewhere. It may even be a portion of her original marker at Concordia.
That it was probably meant to be a tribute stone. And in the garden, that he clearly, I think they both shared a love for, because it was very extant, and that whole kind of ornamental balustrade that goes through the whole thing, I think it's probably a place where he wanted to honor her.
And today, as the History Museum develops its master plan, they're looking at renovating the building into event space and giving this piece of hidden history a new future while celebrating its chapter in the unknown stories of Western New York. It's really wild. I mean, those gardens must have been spectacular, not to mention the view through that grand window right down the Scajaquada Creek when it was a creek rather than a trickle.
Yeah, back in the heyday. And
oh, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Interesting history, too. All right, let's get